weapon.
As a pilot, when I look up in the air and see it, kind of the spaceship-looking flying wing, it's really neat.
The width is 172 feet wide, and it's 69 feet long, so it's wider than it is long, which is abnormal for an airplane if you really think about it. We don't have a rudder on the airplane, so we have a lot of interesting dynamics when you're flying a plane like this, a flying wing without a rudder.
Striking though it is, the Batwing shape wasn't chosen for its looks. It's an integral part of the design characteristics that make the B-2 a stealth aircraft.
Stealth is actually a combination of several signatures to include radar frequency, visual, acoustic, and the infrared spectrum, making it stealthy over the entire frequency band. It makes it a considerable challenge, and it gives you design features like no tail, the smooth curves you see on the airplane, and the placement of the engines. I always teach people that stealth is 80% shape and 20% materials.
Graphite epoxy compounds in the aircraft's superstructure keep radar reflections to a minimum. Other stealth measures include the placement of the 4 jet engines.
The engines are embedded into the body of the airplane, so there's no direct illumination from the radar from the front and rear surfaces of the engines. All the weapons are contained inside of the airplane.
Because of its stealth profile, it could be said that the element of surprise is the B-2's greatest weapon, until you take a closer look at its payload.
The B-2 can carry 40,000 pounds of weapons. Those include the JDAM series, which are 500 pounds to 2,000 pounds. It can carry the JASSM, which is a conventional cruise missile. It can carry 5,000-pound bunker busters. And on the nuclear side, it can carry a couple of gravity nuclear weapons as well.
The B-2's subsonic speed makes it fuel efficient, and the ability to refuel in flight means the 2-man crew can execute missions on a global scale.
The B-2, as an intercontinental bomber, can fly around the world given enough air refueling. It can fly about 10 hours between air refueling, or more than about 2,500 miles as a combat radius.
You can launch the airplane out of the continental United States where it's stationed, strike targets halfway around the world without having to land at an intermediate base for fuel or weapons.
The ability to refuel in midair means the B-2 scores high on range and mobility. And of course, its unrivaled stealth and weapons capability give it maximum points for fear factor.